Hello students, welcome you all in my channel Biology Squared. Myself Dr. Preeti Srivastav, PGT Biology, JNV Godda. I am also beloved by ma'am of students of JNV Giridih and JNV Hasbiya. Dear students, as per our commitment, though there is lockdown, but learning should be up. And today luckily I got this blackboard as well as marker. So let us study today the further part of nutrition for class 10th. I had told you in the earlier lesson about what is nutrition, what are different modes of nutrition like autotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and in heterotrophic mode of nutrition there are holozoic mode, parasitic mode as well as saprotrophic mode of nutrition. So today we will see the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So let us study this autotrophic mode of nutrition. And this autotrophic mode of nutrition occurs in plants as well as some microbes. Plants, especially green plants, as well as microbes, certain microbes, they are performing autotrophic mode of nutrition. And for the carbon component as well as energy requirement, they depend on the environment. Dear children, I think you all can say what is the phenomenon involved in such autotrophic mode of nutrition. You all know that plants, as you are aware of the plants, and plants are containing leaves, and these leaves are green in color. Why they are green in color? Because of the presence of green pigment, that is chlorophyll. So plant can perform autotrophic mode of nutrition with the help of the most vital phenomenon of the universe. First and foremost vital phenomenon of the universe known as photosynthesis. So today we will see the autotrophic mode of nutrition in plants, which is performed by the phenomenon photosynthesis. And what is photosynthesis? You can analyze it. This is photons, unit of light, rays, and synthesis. Here photosynthesis means the synthesis of food under the or with the help of photons. Photons are utilized for the synthesis of food by the plants as well as certain microbes. And where does this photosynthesis occur in plant? There is a particular structure in which this phenomenon occurs, and that structure is present in leaf. And in leaf, if you will see the section of leaf, then you may find there is a structure, there is a cell organelle known as chloroplast. Chloroplast is the site for the photosynthesis in plants. Chloroplast is known as cell organelle, and this chloroplast, if you will see its structure is also very much interesting. Let us see its structure. And if you will see, this is double membrane structure. It is outer membrane and there is inner membrane. And this is outer membrane. You may also label it. This is outer membrane and inner membrane are having enfoldings. There are enfoldings, if you will see, and there are enfoldings of the inner membrane like this. You may make the structure of chloroplast very easily. It's a very easy diagram. You may make it like this. Just have a look on the structure of chloroplast. This is the inner membrane, these are the enfoldings, and this filamentous membrane-like structure is known as thylakoid. You may write it as thylakoid. This is thylakoid, and these coined structure are known as grana. This is known as grana. You should know the structure of chloroplast for the understanding for photosynthesis. And the inner matrix, these are the matrix ground substances present inside the chloroplast, and these ground substances are known as stroma. This is stroma. And I think you all can make this diagram of chloroplast. Chloroplast as well as mitochondria, these two cell organelles are known as semi-autonomous organelles. You all have studied in class 9th also, because of presence of their own DNA. There is presence of chloroplast DNA. So this is the structure of chloroplast. This is the most vital organelle which is performing photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is the phenomenon for the preparation of food. And at home where we make our food? Inside the kitchen. Therefore, this chloroplast is treated as kitchen of the cell. Now, with the help of the structure of this chloroplast, you may clearly understand the phenomenon of photosynthesis. Let us go ahead. Let us see. Actually, photosynthesis occurs in two steps. There are two steps in photosynthesis. If you will see the phenomenon of photosynthesis, then you may see there are two steps. The first step is light reaction, and the second step is dark reaction. And further, more detail you will study in class 11th. I will teach you during the course related with the class 11th. So light reaction, actually it occurs in the grana or thylakoid of chloroplast. This is the site for the light reaction. You all know, when we need to prepare food, first of all we need fuel. And this light reaction is responsible for the generation of energy, generation of chemical energy which is required for the making of food in dark reaction. So this dark reaction occurs in stroma of the chloroplast. This occurs in the grana and thylakoid, and this occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. Dear children, what happens in this light reaction? There is trapping of solar radiations. Plants are able to utilize solar radiations. Plants are able to use solar radiations, trap solar radiations. So, first of all, what they do? They absorb solar radiations, and these solar radiations are further converted into chemical energy. Solar radiations are converted into chemical energy, and these chemical energy are in the form of ATP. ATP is the basic chemical energy, adenosine triphosphate. There are also formation of some big currency, as we have 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees. Similarly, in our body, in the body of living organisms, there are energy currency and ATP as well as NADPH2. These are chemical energy formed in the grana or thylakoid. Why does these energy form here or how they form here? Because of the presence of chlorophyll. As you have made the structure of chloroplast, chlorophyll is present in the thylakoid and grana. Chlorophyll is present especially on the thylakoid and grana, and only chlorophyll can trap the solar radiations. You all must have seen the solar plates. We use solar light in various ways, and you must have used the solar plate. You have seen, you may see there are cores which trap the solar radiations, and here in the chloroplast there are chlorophyll molecules situated on the thylakoid and grana. So this happen in the light reaction. First of all, energy is generated by the use of photons. Solar radiations is converted into chemical energy, and due to the solar radiations, due to the photons, one more thing occur in this light reaction, that is splitting of water molecule. Water splits in the presence of photons, and it is called as photolysis of water. One more thing, in the very beginning I told you, photosynthesis is the most vital phenomenon of the universe. Why? Because it gives us oxygen in the bonus. So oxygen is released as a byproduct. These steps, these events occurs in the light reaction. Further, in dark reaction what happens? Reduction of carbon, or you may say reduction of carbon dioxide occur. And this carbon dioxide, with the help of H2O, it gets converted into C6H12O6. If you will see the reaction, the carbon dioxide with the water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll means in the presence of energy, they are converted into C6H12O6. Similarly, oxygen is also released as well as water is also released. So this is the event. This is the phenomenon. In first step, energy is formed. In second step, food is prepared. So these events occur in the photosynthesis. Now question arises. You may ask, from where does plants or leaves get carbon dioxide, or how they get water and minerals? So this is very interesting also. Dear students, I know you must have seen the structure of leaves also in class 9. You must have made the slide of peel also in class 9th. However, let us discuss. In the leaves, there are so many tiny pores. If you will see the leaves, by keeping them in sunlight, then you must observe there are so many tiny pores. And under microscope, if you will see the peel, then you may get the structure of stomata. There are so many tiny pores which are known as stomata, and these stomata are very important. They act as door. Okay, there are presence of bean-shaped structure which is known as guard cell. This is guard cell having nucleus, and so many chloroplasts are also present in this guard cell. The inner membrane is slightly thick in the guard cell, like this. And these guard cells are further accompanied with the another cell, and these cells are treated as epidermal cell. These are epidermal cell. This is very important for you. So many questions have been asked in examination. Which cell is larger, guard cell or epidermal cell? Epidermal cell is larger than the guard cell. Guard cell is containing nucleus and chloroplast. These are chloroplasts where photosynthesis will occur, and this opening is treated as stoma. This is a stoma and this is guard cell. This is very important tool. This is very important cell organelle in the cell in the plant tissue. If you will see, by the opening and closing of this guard cell, the entry and exit of carbon dioxide gas as well as water molecules occur. Now the question arises, how does this guard cell will open? Isn't it? Very simple. If you will see, what happened? Suppose water molecules enter inside the guard cell. Suppose if there is entrance of water molecule in guard cell, it will swell, turgidity will occur and it will open. Always remember, dear children, first of all what happened? Potassium ion enter. Besides this potassium ion, certain malate ion also enter inside the guard cell and accompanied with the water molecule. Endoosmosis occur in the guard cell and guard cell swell, turgidity occur and it open. Similarly, if it has to close, then first of all potassium ion get out, side by side malate ion come out and water molecule also come out from this guard cell. So this is the phenomenon of opening and closing of stomata. So this is the phenomenon photosynthesis. Now one more thing I have here. You can very clearly see chlorophyll is very essential for photosynthesis. How it is essential? This kind of leaf is known as variegated leaf. This is variegated leaf, isn't it? Here is greenish structure and these are different in color. This is variegated leaf. Then what you have to do? You put the potted plant in the dark for 2 or 3 days to de-starch them. The food will go in different parts of the plant and leaves will be de-starched. Then take it out and then make a mark in the green areas with your pen and then put it for 6 hours in the sunlight, and then take that particular leaf and keep it in the warm water for some time and then boil it in alcohol. Ethyl alcohol, you boil it on the water bath, and after boiling what will happen? Chlorophyll will be dissolved in alcohol. Then take the leaf out, let it be cool and then put some iodine drop. If you will put iodine drop, then at certain places there will be appearance of blue-black color. This shows the presence of starch because iodine shows the confirmatory test for the presence of starch, isn't it? Then you have marked with the pen earlier, this is the green portion, then you will observe that the green part which you have encircled is having a starch and the another part is devoid of starch. So by this experiment you can say chlorophyll is very, very important for the photosynthesis. So dear students, आज इतना ही. कुछ और एक्सपेरिमेंट्स एसोसिएटेड हैं इससे. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्ले वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. वी आर गिविंग आउट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड प्लांट्स आर यूटिलाइज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फॉर द photosynthesis. One more experiment you can show. How you can show? Take one bell jar or two bell jar, take two bell jar and keep equal potted plant being DS stars for 2 or 3 days. Keep the potted plant in this under this bell jar. Bell jar is an instrument by which you can cover the potted plant. Then in one potted plant, in one bell jar you keep certain KOH, potassium hydroxide, on watch glass and let it in the sunlight. And then after 6 hours, you take one leaf from each potted plant and perform the similar experiment as we have done. In this case, we boiled it in the alcohol and see the presence of food with the help of iodine. Then you may notice in this potted plant the amount of starch is more in respect of this potted plant because this KOH had absorbed CO2. This absorbs CO2. Always remember, potassium hydroxide is absorbing carbon dioxide gas, and hence this plant is devoid of CO2 and therefore it cannot prepare the food material. So there are a lot of experiments because this is the most vital phenomenon, and so many scientists have performed different sets of experiments. There are so many vital experiments which I will tell you in next session or in class 11. So this is ample for the day. Please go through this phenomenon, the most vital phenomenon of the world. And dear children, you are my students, I am your ma'am. So please subscribe this channel Biology Squared. This is only and only for you. Good luck.